Hello, my lovely Leos. This is going to be your next 3 months from October to December. So let's see what the current energy is for the next 3 months. What do we have for the energy of October? Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So really engaging with your intuition and your imagination and kind of letting those ideas run wild, and that you need to nourish that creativity in your mind. For November, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So seeing both sides of the coin, seeing your version as well as what the other person is experiencing in order to be open to some sort of resolution. Maybe that takes some imagination on your part. For December, perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So really persevering through any sort of challenges that you might be facing over the next few months, and knowing that you are able to create or do whatever you set your mind to. Let's see what we have going on for you for love. What are your feelings about love over the next 3 months? All right, that you're looking for unconditional love, equal give and take, equally giving and receiving, and unconditional love. What might their feelings be about this? You might think that somebody has too many options, or vice versa. They might think that about you. So let go of those unconditional ways of doing things, unconventional ways of doing things. You don't want one-night stands and string-alongs if you're looking for real love. And what about the relationships as a whole? What do we need to know about relationships? All right, that we're trying to let go of self-sabotaging behavior, that this is a repetitive pattern or cycle that we are looking to break. So we are working on that. So sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. I feel like you're going to persevere, that you're going to finally be able to let go of those things, but that you might have to think outside the box for these things to be successful for you going forward. All right, let's see what career and money has for us. What is the current situation for our career and our finances? Ooh, Leo energy with the sun. So a lot of happiness in your financial sector, it looks like. Possibility of marriage or some sort of accomplishments or fresh starts. What are some blocks around career and money? Toxic cycles. So we want to let go of toxic relationships, maybe even a relationship with finances, greed, controversy, violence, addictions, toxic relationships, codependency, or feeling trapped. So if a job makes you feel trapped, find a new one. If it's a relationship, let go of it, find a new one, work on healing. What is the action needed? Yep, you're overwhelmed, so it's time to let go of these cycles that you don't wish to carry further any farther, and that this is really an opportunity for you to drop a heavy burden. Let go of the stress, let go of the duty and the obligation. If it's not meant for you, it's stressing you out, you need to let go of that. How do we work on health, healing our mind, body, and spirit? What do we need to know? It's time to clear your karma. So let go of these overthinking situations and embrace a new imaginative phase. I feel like for your body, you need to realize that your sexuality is sacred. So let go of the toxic relationships that maybe drag you down, or third-party situations. And spirit, I was called here on a mission. So let go of the burdens and persevere towards the direction of things that you actually want to accomplish in life. And I feel like by letting go of the heavy burdens and the toxic cycles, that you are able to open up a lot of fresh opportunities. Get creative this next couple of months and see where it leads you. All right, what do we need to know for our home life for the next 3 months? What's the current situation? Yep, we're dealing with toxicity, and that's what we're trying to eliminate. So jealousy, trouble, you're able to break the ties or the chains that bind you or that are holding you back, but it takes effort and it's a conscious decision. What is the block that you are facing? All right, that you need to gather your confidence and actually take some action on that. There might be some important news that you're waiting on, or some sort of like important letter that comes through that maybe helps you to leave this situation behind in your home life. What's the action needed? It's time to nurture yourself and the things that you want to grow. So let go of the toxicity, stick up for yourself, tap into your intuition, and really trust where it's leading you. You need to be gentle with yourself. I feel like you've been through the ringer, and that you need to actually work on just, your needs right now. So face your fears, let go of those things, but that you actually do want to go towards nurturing something. So be soft, gentle, and motherly. All right, let's see what we have from our shadow self. What are some hidden blocks that we need to see? That we need to start facing ourselves in the mirror, that we have some blocks that we are not acknowledging. So whether it's toxicity, codependency, being afraid to take a risk, I feel like those are some things we need to face in the mirror and to face our fears to make those changes. What's the resolution to these hidden blocks? What do we need to know? That good luck is on your side and that fate and destiny are spinning the wheel of fortune in your favor if you're willing to take the action that's needed. What kind of fears do we need to face at this time? Yeah, that we're fearing either rejection or that we're tired of the imbalance, but we don't know how to actually make that a positive thing, that we don't know how to actually find the balance within us. Or we're afraid of judgment from others is another way that I read justice. I also think that this is a card telling us that we have to go within in order to find the balance that we're looking for. So whatever is imbalanced in our life, that we need to really face our fears in the mirror and that we need to make some positive changes going forward. What is the action needed? All right. Communication. I feel like you fear rejection, so that might be difficult for you, but that communication is needed in order for things to actually transform. I also feel like we need to speak our truth, but that we have to let go of a toxic, heavy cycle that overwhelms and burdens us. So we need to communicate effectively, but we also need to be willing to release this heavy burden that we don't wish to carry. What is our outcome for this reading? Big changes are needed for you. So all in all, I feel like the changes that you're looking for really are going to come from you. So it's time to start thinking outside of the box, that you actually need to embrace your imagination. Remember that you can embrace and nourish the creative aspect of your mind. So think outside the box, be creative. Where does your imagination take you? Where does it take you for work? Where does it take you for love? You will get a fresh start, but you have to release the karma. It's time. All right, we need to also be more empathetic to others and see both sides of the situation, and that we need to let go of unconventional ways of doing things or one-night stands and too many options. That there might be a lot of controversy, there might be a lot of addictions, toxicity, and codependency, and we're looking to break those cycles. That you need to value yourself and see your sexuality as something sacred. You need to have perseverance over the next couple of months, and you need to know that you can do whatever you set your mind to. So think big, start dreaming. Let go of the self-sabotaging behavior, let go of the heavy burdens that are weighing you down, the toxic cycles that you wish to discontinue. You're called here on a mission. It's time to let go of the toxic stuff so you can heal, transform, and go forward into the nurturing human that you were created to be. So face yourself in the mirror, as hard as that might be. Acknowledge the things that need to change and be willing to take action in order to do those things. Your confidence and courage in order to face those fears will be rewarded greatly with some good fortune. It is your time. You've paid your dues by doing the hard work, the shadow work. You're facing those things in order to transform. Let go of the judgment of others. I feel like that's really holding you back, and that might also be a weight that you're carrying, and some things drastically need to change for you. So be willing to be creative or imaginative on how you're going to get there. Persevere through all of these things or challenges that you're facing over the next few months, but really be willing to face your fears to try something new. Know that this is part of your calling in order to be where you're meant to be on the correct path, and that I feel like by releasing the burdens and the toxicity that you're able to make some very positive changes going forward. And I do think that this is something that you've waited a very long time to have happen. So keep working on letting go of the things that don't work for you so you can get towards your new beginning. You are the only one so far that has gotten the sun. So I feel like your new beginning and happiness is within reach. But in order to get there, we have to make some drastic changes. Embrace the tower. The changes are meant for your highest good. You are able to start fresh or rebuild from the rubble. Have a great rest of your week, guys. We'll see you soon.